Hello everybody, my name is Ruth Villalón and I am an assistant professor at Madrid Open University. For this conference, I am presenting a piece of research which is a part of a broader study I'm carrying out with my colleague Maria Luna. The title of our presentation is The Use of a Synchronous Tool in Online Psychology Teaching, Traditional versus Innovative Categorization. I will begin with some assumptions from our theoretical framework. First of all, we want to point out the importance of distance education and especially e-learning during the last recent years. Regarding e-learning, two formats of interaction can be considered: asynchronous, which occurs in delayed time, for example in forums, and synchronous, which occurs in real time, for example in chat, video conferencing, etc. This type of interaction seems to improve learning processes by encouraging online interaction. The interaction has many benefits for learning, for example, avoiding isolation feelings and providing quick feedback by the instructor. However, synchronous tools have received less research attention. Our aim is to study these application tools, especially synchronous, bearing in mind the constructivist approach. Within this model, the technological application should promote an active participation of the learner, that is, should encourage high-level cognitive processes to acquire new knowledge. For that reason, an application tool is considered an innovation if it helps in these construction processes. That is, a new tool is innovative if it facilitates this active participation of the learner. Following this approach, we are interested in students' and professors' perceptions and practices. How are they using technological application tools? Are they using them in an innovative way? In order to answer these questions, we carried out a study in the university we are working in. Madrid Open University is a full online higher education institution which uses different instructional and technological applications. Our base is the Moodle platform, which is a free software that contains activities such as forums, questionnaires, wikis, etc. We also use Illuminate Live, which is a service provided by Blackboard Collaborate Enterprise, which allows video conferencing, online chat, etc. Within this context, our research questions were the following. Are professors and students satisfied with the interaction they have in the online learning environment? What technological application are they employing? How synchronous tools are used? To answer these research questions, in a first stage, we decided to carry out a pilot study. Its objective was to ascertain students' and professors' perception about satisfaction and usefulness about online psychology teaching. To do so, we designed a survey to know their perception about interaction in the two learning environments and about the suitability and satisfaction with the technological tools employed. Since we were interested in students and professors, we conducted two studies. Study A with the undergraduates and Study B with the staff. In the pilot Study A with the students, 117 volunteers participate. We asked them to complete a survey which contains two types of items, leakers and nominal. The results show that they are in general quite satisfied with distance teaching because they think it's the best compared to face-to-face. Also, they consider that professor-student interaction is better in distant environments. However, for peer interaction, they prefer face-to-face teaching. Concerning the suitability of the tools for distance psychology teaching, we employed a Likert scale from 1 to 5. 1 is the worst score and 5 is the best. In the table, you can see the percentage of students who selected 5 or 4 for the different tools. As you can see, the Moodle platform obtain a very good score, and also Illuminate Live is considered a suitable tool. However, this is not the most valued tool. After this brief summary of the results of the study, I will continue with the pilot study B about the staff. In this case, 75% of the staff participate. Most of them have a PhD and experience in face-to-face environment. We also invite them to participate in an online survey using the two kinds of items, nominal and Likert. Our results show that professors consider that teaching face-to-face or distant has the same suitability for teaching psychology. However, they think that professor-student interaction is better in distance education, whereas student interaction is better in face-to-face environment. Regarding the suitability and use of the tools for distant teaching psychology, here in the table you can see in the first line of each cell the percentage of professors that selected 4 or 5 for each tool. In the second line you can see the percentage of professors that employ this tool. As you can see, most of the tools are considered suitable for psychology teaching and are very well considered. However, others, like glossaries and wikis, are not. In the case of the Synchronous tool, Illuminate Live is employed by 100% of the professors. However, only 55% of them consider it suitable for the psychology teaching. Given these results, we can conclude some ideas from the pilot study. First of all, we can see that there is a high overall suitability of the tools employed in distance psychology teaching. Also, we can see that there is a great agreement between students and professors, but a slightly different perception of suitability of some tools. However, in the case of the Illuminate Live tool, they both consider that it's a good tool, but they are not completely satisfied. Given that results, we have some questions. Why synchronous tools are not so valued? How are professors and students employing Illuminate Live? Maybe this is the reason they are not employing Illuminate as an innovative tool. How could Illuminate Live be used as an innovative tool? Answering this last question requires theoretical criteria in order to guide the analysis of the uses of synchronous tools. Based on the theoretical framework presented before, we propose a categorization of the different uses of synchronous tools in online teaching. From our perspective, the use of synchronous tool could be classified within a transforming or transmitting continuum. For example, we can identify different uses that theoretically have poor or great potential for constructing knowledge. This is the case of delivering information. From our theory, it has very poor potential for knowledge. However, trying to construct knowledge and acquiring new competencies is more powerful for learning. Given these categories, we could then classify activities as a traditional or innovative. For example, an informative session could be closer to transmitting or the traditional side of the continuum. However, a discussion seminar or a research meeting is closer to transforming or innovative side of the continuum. With this categorization in mind, we, as a professor, decided to design an assignment that allowed us to explore this area of the continuum. Here, we have an example of our practice that could be, from our framework, considered innovative. The activity was offering a collaboration with our research group in the stage of reviewing scientific literature. Our objectives were that the student could approach to research practice in psychology, to know phases, activities and problems which might be faced during a research study, and to provide a real context to learn and apply general competencies. The assignment was to read 4 articles and write a brief essay about them. The task was proposed to undergraduate students as a voluntary activity within a degree subject context and was developed in 4 phases. I will explain with more detail afterwards these phases, but I would like to point out that different technological applications were selected. For example, Google Sites was selected for presenting the task and as a space for sharing materials. Illuminate Live was selected as a synchronous space for discussion. Google Docs was selected for collecting information about the student satisfaction after performing the task. A link to our website was sent to the students who showed interest to participate in the task. In this website, students could find a welcome to our research group and the instructions for performing the task. In the website, they also find the 8 possible papers, and they have to select 4 of them and write an essay about their opinions on methodological, theoretical, or educational issues of the articles. After performing the task and send it to the professor, we had a discussion seminar in which the professors gave feedback on students' work. We discussed their essays and comment on the ideas. Also, we present the research study and offer them to collaborate with the next stages of the research. Finally, we designed an online satisfaction survey in order to know the satisfaction of the students. The results show that students were very satisfied with the activity, and also I have to say that the professors were very satisfied with the quality of the essays written by the students. Given these results, we can propose some conclusions. First of all, we can say that although both groups are satisfied with the suitability of the technological applications employed in the distance psychology teaching, interaction among students seems to be a weakness of our e-learning environment. A synchronous tool like Illuminate Live is frequently used but not highly valued. So we have to think about how Illuminate Live can be used as a discussion seminar or as a research meeting, as we did in our sample practice. Also, we think that constructive processes can be enhanced by combining synchronous and asynchronous tools. However, this work is just the first stage of our broader study, and we would like to explore some issues in the future. For example, we would like to know in depth students' and teachers' uses of synchronous tools, transmissive, traditional versus constructive, innovative. And, of course, we want to explore new ways to enhance student interaction, since it seems to be weaknesses of our e-learning environment. With this slide, I finish my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention and enjoy the conference.